Ito ang Broad Streamcast Communicators, ang naiiba at kakaibang plataporma sa digital broadcast. Mula Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao hanggang sa iba't ibang dako ng mundo. Broad Streamcast Communicators, ang sandigan ng sambayanan mula sa walang labis at walang kulang na pagbabalita, paglilingkod, maglalahad ng mga mapagbuong komentaryo at usaping pambayan para sa kapakanan ng karamihan. Broad Streamcast Communicators, tuwirang maglilingkod ngayon hanggang sa susunod na henerasyon. Buhay Online, chikahan at kaalamang pangkabuhayan. Ating tunghayan, pakinggan at tuklasin ang mga pangyayari at kaganapan sa mundo ng online. Buhay Online, chikahan at kaalamang pangkabuhayan. Alamin ang pinaka-latest trends mula sa trabaho at kung hanggang saan na ang narating ng teknolohiyang ito. At ngayon, narito na ang ating host, ang ating Techie Mami, si Jaye C. Bautista.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, happy rainy Thursday morning to everyone. Tapos I had some requests, I had a PM a few days ago asking kung how come I don't sing here in this program kasi hindi naman to this is hello there. Oh, Casey, hello. There's my new friend Casey. Thank you for coming, Casey. Good morning. Thank you. And of course, the others, hindi ko nakikita yung pangalan. Si Casey pa lang yung pangalan na nakita ko. But anyway, ayun na nga. Some people were PMing me and asking me why I don't sing in this program. Kasi, 'di ba, meron kaming mga musical programs dito sa Broad Streamcast Communicators pag weekend. Pero yeah, one day I will oblige and sing, okay, also because yun na nga, sa mga hindi nakakaalam ang aking past life, somewhere, somehow, somewhere in time, I used to be, I was a recording artist po in the old days. But anyway, I will give way to that. Tsaka kasi dito merong bawal na paggamit ng material. Well, you just have to explain to Facebook that it's not for commercial purposes yung pag, kumakanta ka, ginagamit mo yung song. But anyway, good morning everyone. It's still raining na naman. Yesterday talagang walang tigil yung ulan all day. And I was so worried about my family in Marikina there sa Manila, no? Kasi nga tumaas na naman yung tubig kahapon. The last time I spoke to my sister, they already had the first alert at 10 was it like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but kung sana huminto yung tubig kasi dito sa Pampanga hindi huminto yung ulan mula umaga hanggang gabi. Pero yun nga, we're experiencing a little bit of a cold weather, right? Because ang sarap naman talagang matulog at mag-snuggle sa bed. But of course, life goes on for everyone. We have to work, right? Kung pwede lang. Kanina for the first time, I didn't wanna get up from bed because it was so snug and comfy. Ang malamig yung panahon. Pinatay ko ng aircon kasi maginaw. But anyway, we're here. It's Thursday, and of course, we're still on the subject. Siyempre naman, as what we all talk about all the time is being online and going online. We were talking about distance learning and how technology plays such a big role in our lives, in everyone's lives, no? Pero yun na nga, are we too dependent on technology? Have we become too dependent on computers and technology? Sinabi ko nga, guilty ako of that. Because nga, yan nga, ang buhay ko online. My work is online. Most of what I do is online. I'm almost online 24/7. At saka, more than anything, before the pandemic, I didn't have this much work to do. I actually have more work than before, but I thank God for that. I thank God for the provision projects and more projects upcoming. But most of the things that I do are virtual. It's all online, even the training, even the speaking engagements, even the writing, of course. I do everything, my work online, right? And kaya talaga yung buhay ko online, right? So, good morning, Casey. San ka? You are coming to us from where? Where are you from, Casey? Are you in Manila? San ka ba? Sa Timbuktu? San ka, Casey, galing? But anyway, maraming salamat at sinamahan mo ako ngayong umaga, right? So, today, yesterday I talked about, diba, yung mga maraming mga nawalan ng trabaho dito sa pandemya. And of course, working moms included. Ah, you're from Santa Mesa, you're in Manila. Okay. Baha ba dyan sa inyo? Is it making baha there? Anyway, so people have asked me, right, na ibalik yung mga, to talk about what jobs people can do online. Okay, I will give you a list of job sites later on. But for now, of course, we talked about uh, how it greatly affects. Okay, Casey. How it greatly affects our lives in the education, in the medical field, tapos ngayon sa pagtatrabaho, specifically yung mga mommies na working from home, part-time also, pero because of the pandemic, kagaya niyan sa Pilipinas, ang education ay hindi pa face-to-face. Hello, Jake! Good morning, Jake! Ito pa yung aking beloved Jake, my very loyal supporter naman. Thank you, Jake. Hello. I hope we will one day will meet Jake. You're in Nueva Ecija ba, Jake? Tsaka tapos na, no, you're on vacation. Nag-graduate na yan with honors, right? Congratulations, Jake, and happy graduation to you. With honors, Nax. Tapos ka na ba ng college? Hindi pa yata, right? This coming school year 2021-2022, na hindi pa rin face-to-face. What year are you gonna be? Or tapos ka na ba? I'm not sure. Are you done with school? But anyway, from Tarlac, that's right. So Tarlac is just close to Pampanga. 'Di ba, Jake? Malapit lang 'yan. So pwede tayong magkita one of these days. Total, pasyal ka naman ng pasyal. Nakikita ko yung mga post mo kung saan ka nagpupunta. Punta ka rin sa Pampanga and let me know, right? We can probably meet in the canto. Anyway, so yeah. So, uh, you know, technology greatly affects everyone's lives all over the world because we've become dependent on it. Totoo yan. It's something that I cannot discount. I'm dependent on technology for my livelihood. I'm dependent on technology for my communications. And most of us are like that. Di natin talagang maikakailayan, right? But that's why we just have to make sure that we are not too addicted to it, lalo na yun, yung mga nag-aaral. Bakit, Casey? Gusto ko din ng bakasyon. Sa mga nagtatrabaho, halos walang bakasyon. Ako rin talaga eh. I need a break. I need a vacation. My gosh, my traveling feet nangangati na to travel. Because I really love traveling. I'm so used to traveling. And yan ang namimiss ko. Alright? But virtual travel na lang. So anyway, so talking about that, how technology, you're still a student also, Casey. Are you a university student, right? So si Casey, eto mga estudyante ating mga kasama ngayon. Pero like yun na pinag-usapan natin na yung paaning apektuhan talaga lahat ng tao sa education, right? Ito sa pamumuhay, sa trabaho, okay? And people are still asking about how to effectively teach online, how can people cope with studying online. We will also be discussing pa rin kasi as to how online learning affects the educational inequality. Yun yung digital divide na pinag-usapan ko niyan last week, all right? But for now, let's look at positive things, okay? We started to talk about ano yung mga kailangan nating tools to work with if we're working remotely, di ba? even though remote work is on the rise. 41% of employees work for companies that don't provide work-approved mobile communication tools. Okay, this is not only inefficient, but by relying on non-work approved uh, devices, you can also open your company to security risks. Kaya nga, 'di ba? Sa ibang countries, ayaw nila yung remote work kasi because of the security risks. Okay? In this age of the anywhere office, ang tawag natin anywhere office, we believe it's very important or crucial to identify and implement the latest remote technologies that will keep your team connected, organized, and safe. Diba? With 44% of companies not allowing remote work, but employees feeling happier and more productive when given the option to work remotely, dapat yung mga employers need to join the movement to attract and retain the best talents. So, dapat prepared yung mga companies na ibigay naman yung kailangan ng estudyante nila to um, to effectively and efficiently do their work. UP nga pala si Casey. That's right. I forget. All right, right. So anyway, yeah. Sige. Sige ka pa. Aral pa more, Casey. Right? Matatapos din yan. And so, Casey, how do you find distance learning or how has it been for you tung past more than a year? Because we were talking about that. Ayan, mga estudyante yung kasama natin ngayon. Was it effective for you or nagkaroon ba, feeling mo ba, nagkaroon ng demotivation? Feeling mo ba, Casey, yung materials o yung pagtuturo? Kasi hindi ko alam sa UP kung paano dahil anak ko Ateneo. I can only speak for how my son felt and feels about online learning. Ikaw nga, mabalik nga tayo. Ikaw, Casey, how has it been? Para sa UP, okay ba yung online learning sa UP? Can you please enlighten us and shed some light on that? Yaman din lamang nandyan ka. Anyway, sige. Mag-isip ka muna at mag-type while I go about my business here, all right? So, okay. So, like I said the other day, ang kailangan for working remotely to work effectively, okay? Kailangan is number 1, cloud computing, 2, business apps, 3, mobile tools, unified communications, project management tools, tsaka video conferencing. Sabi ni Casey, for me, same lang po. Eye fatigue lang talaga. Yun na nga. Kaya nga, kailangan, di ba, nagsusot-sot ng mga blue na glasses. Nakakatawa. I ordered those blue things. Kung walang grado yun, hindi mo magamit. Papatong ko dito sa salamin ko, useless. Kailangan may grade din yung UV, blue light, whatever glasses na yon, right? Talaga, pareho lang, walang quality na nag-suffer sa inyo sa UP ng pagtuturo. Kasi sa Ateneo, hindi nag-check ng attendance, and then once a week lang nakikita yung teacher, they're left on their own to do the work and the materials. But anyway, pabalik-balik ako sa pagreklamo. But anyway, so yeah, so those are the tools that we need to have your working from home environment productive. 'Di ba? Sinabi ko na 'yon, cloud computing, 'di ba? Yeah. If you haven't invested in cloud computing by this year, mga companies, kasi some companies didn't embrace the internet. Okay? You've already fallen behind, if you don't. Cloud computing kasi increases safety and gives users access to a remote virtual work environment. Di ba sinabi ko na yun kahapon? So, Casey, hindi mo naabutan yung face-to-face Zoom. Zoom baby ako. So, di ko rin, because nung nag-college ka, pandemic na. So, hindi ka na talaga nakapunta sa school. Like my son, January of 2020, dun lang siya pumasok ng freshman. I think, he was a freshman then. No. That was first sem of second year college na pala na anak ko. January lang sila pumasok. So, ikaw naman, Casey, nag-college ka sa pandemic na, oh my Lord. So, you don't know the difference. Well, good for you kasi you didn't have to adjust. Kasi for those people who who have been going to the university, it's kind of traumatic at nagkaroon talaga yan ng psychological, if not mental, effect on a lot of students talaga. But anyway, good for you, Casey. All right. So yeah, so yun yung cloud computing, cost effective. You don't need to spend money on equipment or infrastructure needs and relieves the burden on your IT staff. So cloud computing is good for mga offices daw. Scalable kasi you can add or remove services as needed. Tapos sinabi ko kahapon, business apps. Once you're up and running on the cloud, you can further improve collaboration with cloud-based business apps, such as those related to project management and communication. Right? Yun, pinag-usapan ko na yan kahapon. Integrating apps for remote workers takes some planning and thoughtfulness, but the rewards and payoffs are worth it, all right? Tapos kailangan nyo ng mobile tools. Remote employees often work from different places, so dapat bigyan nyo sila ng laptop, bigyan nyo ng cellphone, diba? For a smoother transition and operation, right? They heavily rely on their mobile devices tsaka laptops or tablets. By making mobile a key part of your workflow strategy, you offer more flexibility and create better efficiency. Tsaka yun na nga, yung mga sa natatakot magpa-remote work kasi nga yung security, meron na tayo ngayon mga ways to go around that. Diyan pumapasok yung galing ng IT at MIS department ng mga companies for them to put firewalls and whatever security apps or software that they can put to protect your information and data. Okay? For instance, make it easier for your employees to use mobile devices by deploying mobile-based apps or providing them with VPN remote access. You can also give employees portable Wi-Fi devices. Nag-sale na yan, hindi na $999, I think $800 na lang. Sa Globe ba yun? Basta nag-sale na yung mga Wi-Fi devices so they can have a stable connection no matter where they are. Lalo pag mobile, yung mga tauhan nyo, yung mga nasa sales, nasa marketing, or although social distancing, yung mga medrep, I don't know kung ina-allow pa ng mga hospital yung mga medrep nowadays. So ano pa ang kailangan para maging effective ang working from home or remote work? Unified communications. Unified communications allow you to integrate interconnected communication channels to simplify access, all right? Using virtual communication tools, it comes with many benefits, diba? The ability to enhance collaboration between the colleagues, the capacity to improve communication options, tsaka it significantly and eventually increases productivity, diba? So the best part is you can make this all happen in real time. Kaya nga. So, yung mga kumpanya, gumamit kayo ng Zoom, ng Google Suite, Slack, or Skype for live idea sharing. Ayun na nga, pati yung screen nyo sinashare, pati files nyo, and para for easier coordination and collaboration. Tapos yun, kahapon, sinabi natin, yung project management tools, importante yan. When employees are dispersed across different locations, ang mga project management tools will allow them para makapag-communicate and mag-collaborate synchronously gamit yung mga chat tools, right? Tsaka yun na nga, talaga nowadays, importante talaga yung meron kang app na iba, kagaya ng Viber or WhatsApp, or of course yung Messenger, naging robust na rin yung Messenger eh. Dahil yung Messenger, pwede na kayo mag-video conference doon, pwede ka na rin mag-create ng room para kayo mag-meeting. Talagang labanan to ng technology or convenience para sa lahat eh, di ba? Ang dami-dami na rin lumalabas na Zoom-like applications, but really, and this is all technology is doing. I mean, diba? Thank God for technology. Thank God that in this pandemic, we have technology. Kasi nga, imagine niyo na lang kung nangyari to in the dark ages na wala. Kanya, mawalan ka pa ng ilaw, wala ka ng anything. Right? Agreeing to what? What are you agreeing to, Casey? Anyway, so yun. So, yan ang project management tools, importante. No matter what the type of remote team you're working on, there's a project management software na babagay sa inyo. Ang dami dyan. Tsaka di ba yung mga Trello, ganyan, GitHub, Jira, these are software development project tools. Alright? Tapos, ano pa? Yung video conferencing, syempre, yan ang pinaka. Okay? dahil nga walang face-to-face meetings, right? At saka remote working. Yung buong team nyo, pwede kayong mag-meeting using Skype, Google Suites, Google Meets. Marami. Yung Lark, marami. Hindi ako nag-endorse dito. Okay, mention ko lang yung mga ginagamit ko or the ones that I have had experience using. Okay, so phone conferencing is a thing of the past, di ba? Today, when it comes to having meetings with remote employees, syempre you want video, okay? Since these employees often cannot attend in-person meetings kasi nga wala, nasa kanya-kanyang bahay, di ba? Pag pinauwi mo yung mga tauhan mo, sa iba-iba na yan talaga mo. Yung mga iba umuwi sa probinsya, yung mga iba umuwi sa ibang bansa, right? But then, if you're good for you if your companies have retained you because like I said, a lot of people lost their jobs, but at the same time rin, there are new jobs that were created and okay, new careers that have come about dahil sa pandemya na ito. Dahil nagbigyan tayo ng opportunity mag-train, maghanap ng work online. Yun nga lang talaga, maraming trabaho na ngayon na nag-proliferate or nagbo-boom ay mga work that is being done online. Like yung mga IT, right? Yung mga artists, mga writers like me, mga speakers, mga trainers, yan ang mga maraming trabaho. Pero okay, we'll talk about that another time. Yung good thing that we hear technology, that we have technology na rin during this time. Oo nga. Talaga naman. Technology has bridged a lot of gaps, right? In communication, and of course in visibility. Kasi nga yung sa video, yan, yung video conferencing is very important for companies, for meetings, and coordinating with your remote employees. Siyempre, you want video, hindi na yung tawag na lang. Since these employees often cannot attend in-person meetings, video conferencing has become one of the most helpful technologies for both in-house and remote employees. Totoo naman. Smart video conferencing cameras like yung sinabi ko kahapon, yung Meeting Owl Pro. Tingnan nyo yung Meeting Owl Pro. It allows remote workers to feel as if they're in the meeting room with their in-office colleagues. Cute, no? People can speak to one another in real time from any place they're working from by updating your workplace with a quality video conferencing solution, right? You give your team members quality face-to-face interactions, right? So, see what the difference this makes in terms of cohesiveness tsaka productivity. So, check out nyo yung Meeting Owl, all right? Today's remote employees need the right tools to work with, okay, to help them be both productive and succeed. By integrating itong mga modern technologies, you can achieve both of these objectives while simultaneously positioning yourself as an innovative place to work. So kasi nga, dapat talaga yung mga employers, bigyan nyo ng right tools to work with yung mga tauhan nyo. Tsaka hindi lang yun, dagdagan nyo yung kanilang sweldo kasi gamit nila, internet nila, tsaka electricity nila right? Yung nasa-save nyo from them working remotely, ibigay nyo naman doon sa mga tauhan nyo. Kasi nga, diba, like those studies that I mentioned before, yung kinonduct ng, nakalimutan ko na, Forbes, right? Na 23% savings sa employer. Hindi pa naman. Basta mga, like sa America, around $23,000 ang nasa-save bawat isang empleyado na nag-work from home. So, yun na nga, hatian nyo naman sila ng konti doon sa nasa savings na yun. Dagdag nyo sa sweldo nila. Ito sa Pilipinas din, ganon. Kasi nakaka-save rin talaga. Some companies, diba, have made smaller or decrease the size of their workplace, yung mga nagre-rent lang ng mga office spaces. Kasi nga, hindi na nila kailangan yung office, nakasave sila sa renta, elektrisidad, kasi nga, umuwi na sa kanilang bahay-bahay yung call center na distribute yung mga tauhan everywhere. So, help by giving them the right tools to work with, the gadgets, the technology, at saka yun na nga, the financial help because nga gamit nila yung internet nila, tsaka electricity nila, mababayad pa ng internet yun. Some companies I know, the big ones, gave siguro at least between 1,000 to 1,500 extra sa kanilang mga empleyado para nga makapag-online, right? Okay? So, there. So, let's talk about there are some tech trends to watch, okay, this year. Technology kasi will first make some buzz before becoming the new normal. Here are some trends that we will like that are we are seeing right now. Kasi noong 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic exposed vulnerability sa society. Okay? It formed many pockets of crisis that called for rapid digitalizing everything to deploy quick fixes. Yun na nga, in education, it, uh, it transitioned rapidly and unprepared from face-to-face to online. Yun na nga. Tapos, di ba, Siyempre, ngayon, okay, more than a year into the pandemic, vaccines are already out, vaccines are being deployed. The world is poised to restart and climb back up. And we rely on technology highly, more than ever, to deliver more permanent solutions, okay? As such, technology will first make their buzz before becoming the normal, okay? I'd like to share with you yung mga technology trends that we can likely see that or we are already seeing this year. Yes, we can hear you, okay? With telecommuting becoming a default noong 2020, we saw a rise in the demand for seamless experiences in virtual meeting rooms, okay? Many employees will find value in great gear such as high-quality headsets and microphones. And 'di ba? Tumaas nga ang benta sa Lazada, sa Shopee, sa Amazon, sa Taobao or anything nung 2020 before. Even before naman nung pandemic, tumaas na ang bentahan ng headsets, ng noise cancelling headsets para sa mga nagko-call center, pero lalo na nung nag-declare na nga ng saradong eskwela at saka dumami ang nagre-remote work. Tumaas ang benta ng noise cancelling headsets, tapos yung mga um, office chairs, because people started to make their workplaces or study areas ergonomic, right? Tsaka yun na nga, yung mga trabaho, yung mga nasa call center, tsaka yung mga nag-start magtrabaho online, like ESL teaching or training anything, or you're an instructor for anything, you need talaga a good headset. You need to invest on a good headset that's noise cancelling para ka makapagturo, para ka makapag-train, right? All right? So, many employees will find value in great gear. Okay? When you're wearing pajamas to work, visual presence is not as important. But audio quality must be in top shape as communicability is the anchor of any work from home setup. That's right. That's why people also invested, di ba, yung mga microphone, mga lahat, sound system, para magandang delivery ng kanilang lessons or lecture or pagtuturo or pagtatrabaho, right? Podcast quality mics will be one of the most popular or has been one of the most popular cart items this year. Okay, ano pa? It's now or never for 5G. Ayun na nga ang ating problema sa Pilipinas ever since pa, even before this pandemic, is yung connectivity nating internet. Because, of course, in our country, there's fast internet, but you have to pay the price. Here talaga, to have fast internet, you have to, yung gastos mo doble, right? Aside from socioeconomic inequalities, COVID-19 exposed the often ignored fact that internet connectivity in the Philippines can still be expensive and sometimes disappointing. Anong sometimes? A lot of times. Pero talaga, truth may be told. Ever since lumipat ako sa Pampanga, yung performance ng PLDT dito na fiber has been very good. Oh, well, I'm not mixing it, baka mamaya mawala na naman yung aking connection. Kagaya last week, 3 days, I didn't have internet. I wanted to die. Nakigamit ako sa Converge ng kapitbahay ko because I couldn't work. And you know naman, my work is online 24/7. You know, my livelihood, my life is online. So anyway, pero talaga, when I was in Manila, yung yung fiber pala, bogs down every now and then. Through the day, wala yatang day passes na hindi bilang mamamatay or yung connectivity. Pero dito sa Pampanga, for some reason, especially here in our area, San Fernando, mabilis ang signals, hindi halos na namamatay in a month, nakukumpleto ko yung month na walang namamatay na internet. So far so good, right? But that's not the case for a lot of places, right? And a lot of people, especially nga, yung pinag-usapan natin, na hindi lahat makaka-online, hindi lahat may internet, right? Tsaka yun na nga, mabagal yung internet. A lot of people use the data on their phones because they don't have naman Wi-Fi at home. So we have relied on the internet as an aid in educating the children and keeping both public and private sectors from completely shutting down. But yun na nga, in the Philippines, for you to have faster internet, it's going to cost you money, right? With this dramatic shift to digital, there will be further push to expand 5G coverage, as well as other modes of connections to other remote places. Okay? Ano pa? Ang nakikita natin yung mangyayari, boost in efforts for infodemic management. Anong ibig sabihin? We've been an infodemic. We've been in an infodemic long before COVID-19. Okay? Information epidemic. Pero yun na nga, dahil ang mga tao na nakatutok or nakatitig sa kanilang cellphones or sa kanilang laptop or lagi naka-online, mga dami dyan din talaga info addicts. Tsaka, kaya may infodemic. Ang daming Google ng Google, surf ng surf, di ba? Buong araw, in between working, or labas ka ng opisina, pa still nakatingin ka pa rin sa cellphone mo, sa latest news or the latest trends or whatever. Okay? We have been in an infodemic long before the pandemic. Okay? And it only even turned worse for us last year, noong 2020, lalo naging addicted to the net yung mga tao, right? There is a lot of fear to feed on, and the lack of a full picture of the virus only enables speculation to get blurred in with facts. Yun na nga, di ba ang nangyari? Ang dami-dami nagkakalat ng fake news about the virus, fake news about the vaccine, to discourage people, encourage and discourage. Yan ang nangyayari sa internet eh. That's why I always pinapagdiin ko palagi na you have to make sure that you use technology to work for you, not against you. Because there are pros and cons to technology or the internet per se. And we have already tackled that before. Pero kung may magtatanong ko ano, of course, sasagutin ko and name again the pros and cons. Pero that can be discussed in another time, right? So, technology is the same vehicle used to drive and pull out misinformation. Unlike COVID-19, there is no vaccine for fake news, all right? But 2021 is a prime year to introduce more creative efforts to eliminate not only its spread of fake news, pero perhaps para malaman natin paano ito kine-create tsaka pinag-publish, right? Okay? Kasi talaga, dyan tayo nagkakaanuhan eh. And dyan din nagkakaroon ng disparity, tsaka yun nga yung misinformation. Yung mga anak natin, especially now, di ba, Google is everybody's friend. Tsaka hindi yun, mas nakikinig pa sa Google or sa nasa search nila kaysa sa magulang nila. Sabi ko sa anak ko, Google ba yung pangalan ng nanay mo? Because, they don't listen. Always like, according to blah, 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 I read here somewhere, cha-cha-cha. Pero, I always try to say, not everything that you see and read and hear on the internet is real and true. You have to verify information. Ayun na nga, bago kayo mag-like and share, okay? Please verify muna yung sinashare niyo, please. Because like kahapon, lumabas ka agad yung balita na mag-ECQ ulit sa Metro Manila daw from August 1 to basta 1 week, August 7. Tapos a few seconds later, may naglabas ang circular na hindi naman pala yun pa-decided. So, final na yung nakita ko kanina, which is Manila remains in GCQ but with heightened security. So, hindi naman in-ECQ yung Manila. Okay? Kasi yun yung lumabas kahapon eh. Diba? May mga post na ganyan kahapon. Sinasabing ECQ na ulit sa Manila. Tapos lahat, nag-downgrade lahat ng status. So, kami sa Pampanga was supposed to be GCQ. Baliktad. Pero hindi. We're still on modified GCQ here in Pampanga. Some places lang are on heightened GCQ or modified GCQ. Tingnan nyo na lang po sa internet yung the latest na na ano, na what they call this, yung extent ng yung freedom tuloy. Basta how you can move in this new lockdowns. Hindi naman lockdown, but these new restrictions, right? Na status ng mga bawat areas, okay? Pero yun, Manila is still in GCQ, pero with heightened safety security measures, okay? So ano pa yung technology trends na pinapag-usapan natin na makikita natin ngayon? It is the improved customer experiences in digital banking. O talaga naman nakita na natin yan last year. E-commerce, e-banking, with the accelerated migration to digital finance, yung fintech, di ba? We can expect banking systems to opt for more robust security provisions. With open banking shaping up in the Philippines, pero yun na nga parang dumami pa rin yung hacker at nagnanakaw ng identity. Well, wala naman kasalanan yung bangko doon. These are the cyber criminals that are on the prowl. Okay? Yan, na-divert na naman ako dahil naalala ko na naman yung mga na-hack na account ng mga kaibigan ko na nowadays be careful siya nagme-message sa inyo sa Messenger or sa Facebook claiming to be your friend or something tapos nanghihiram ng pera because ang dami nag-hack ng identity sa Facebook. And somehow nakukuha rin nila to through the emails, yung phishing, PHISING. So please, again, as a rule, I will only stress it even more. Never ever give your personal information or any data online, much less through email. If somebody's asking you for personal information, kunyari, uso ngayon yung nagme-messenger, can you bigay mo nga sa akin ulit yung phone number mo tsaka email address? And this is, pagtingin mo, this is your best friend asking you this or somebody you know very well, alam nila yung phone number mo tsaka email address. This is a hacker in disguise, okay? Stealing your friend's identity. So please be careful about that, okay? So digital banking shows no signs of slowing down, all right? With open banking shaping up in the Philippines, there is just no room left for fraud. Talaga talaga. Yung akin, di ba, hanggang ngayon yung BDO ko, hindi ako makapag-open ng ATM because it seems to be that every time I open an ATM account, no matter if it's a new one or where sa BDO, yun nga, nung na-compromise yung aking debit card more than 3 years ago, tapos palit ako ng ATM. The next day, meron na naman debit ka agad. Buti sana talaga kung credit card yun, hindi ko pera yung ninanakaw Ito, cash to kasi debit card yun right? An ATM debit card. So every time I open one, next day meron unwarranted charges or debits na hindi akong gumawa. One time it reached about 5,000. Kaka-charge nung meron pang Uber noon Uber tsaka Grab charges. Every day nagcha-charge like 3, 4, 5 times a day. From international yung charges. So, nahack na ako po ulit-ulit. So, ngayon, hindi ako nakapag-ATM. Wala akong ATM ng BDO. Right? So, digital banking shows no signs of slowing down. Though many Filipinos, may have found themselves forced into it, yung e-banking, di ba? Talaga, wala tayong choice. Lalo na nung nag-ECQ for the first time, right? Hindi tayo makapuntang bangko. Tapos, hindi pa nag-work masyado yung e-banking. Pero ako, I've been doing e-banking for quite some time now. And it's very efficient naman. Yun lang, ang kalaban mo lang dyan, signal. Pag dito kasi sa Pampanga, lalo sa bahay namin, walang signal ang globe. So, yung e-banking ko, nakadikit yan sa, di ba, sa isang cellphone number so that they can give you the OTP or the password, one-time password when you're trying to transact. So, kailangan lalabas pa ako sa harap ng bahay ko bago ko makuha yung OTP, babalik. Sometimes, yung time na naglalapse kasi you're only given 5 minutes to respond and put your OTP, the password for the day. And just me sa aking ingka-ingkang lakad, lalakad pa ako sa harap na harap nitong apartment. Nagtatatakbo ako para makuha ko yung code, right? Pero kasi nga walang signal sa loob ng bahay namin, ng globe, nakakaloka. But anyway, right? So, many Filipinos have found themselves nga na napilitan na mag-transition na mag-e-banking. Pati matatanda, hindi naman tech savvy. Pero they had to because of the situation of the pandemic. Uh, we have yet to meet a person who says they miss queuing sa bangko or looking at printed passbooks. Moreover, this enabled anyone to venture into e-commerce and small businesses when they needed to. Kasi nga, di ba, dumami yung mga businesses online, whether it's pagkain or nagbebenta ng PPE or nagbebenta ng sili, nagbebenta ng gulay, everything online, right? So, yung ating banking, pwede rin online. Ang mga passbook virtual, right? Kasi nata-check mo naman yung balance mo every so often, right? So, it's also important to note that digitization can make banking more accessible to people with disabilities, diba? As well as financially empowered people living in rural areas na wala namang banking solutions. Expect financial institutions to roll out a more optimized and personalized experience for the customers, okay? So ano pa ngayon? Ay, wala tayong inumin. Never mind, it's okay. Malapit na naman. Kaya ko na itong tiisin na mauhaw. Nakalimutan ko yung tubig ko. But anyway, ano pa? Ano pa ang, 'di ba, mga trends nitong taon na to is new wearable impersonal air purifiers. O dumadami yan, 'di ba, yung mga necklace na air purifier. O nga, bibili nga ako. Bumili ako dati yung laser ting ting para namang ano yun, parang lightsaber na every time lumabas yung UV light, nililinis ko yung mga gamit ko pag galing ako sa labas. Environmentalists kasi have rallied about it for decades, but no one predicted that 2020 was the year that humans collectively clamored for clean air, right? COVID-19 had elicited fear that the very air we breathe in will make us sick. Ako nga, di ba yung ate ko nga, sabi ng ate ko, hindi na bali maging praning, basta it's better to be safe than sorry. Sa bahay ng ate ko sa Marikina, bago ka pumasok doon, kukuha ka ng temperature, gaganunan ka nung disinfect ka muna bago ka pumasok. Okay lang yan because it's better to be safe than sorry. Okay? So, personalized air purifier necklaces are like magical amulets that clean the air within a certain radius of view. While there's no proof that these are able to fully remove particles such as coronaviruses, there's some comfort in knowing that you're not breathing in dust and other vague pollutants that may be out there. A must-have at least for those with allergies. Kaya nga, so, yan ang next project ko talaga, ibili ng mga air purifier itong mga kasama ko sa bahay at sa buhay. Hindi ko nang alam kung susuotin ng aking asawang ang air purifier. Kasi nga, talagang, ano to kala niya hindi siya pwedeng kapitan ng virus. But anyway, ano pa, ang trend dito, ang mga gadgets or technology na popular sa taon na to ay ang mga wireless charging and other simplifications, okay? The smartphones of 2021, aside from having even better cameras, will push to make wired charging a thing of the past. Oh, alam mo, mawawala na raw yun. Flip and foldable phones were well received last year. And based on the lineup of new phones for next year, smartphone companies will still be riding this wave. Okay? So, kailangan talaga sanitizing for sanity. Mabaliw-baliw ka na sa paglinis. Kaya nga, ulit-ulit ko sinasabi sa aking mga kasama sa bahay. Sanitize, mag-alcohol. Pag galing sa labas ang damit, dapat yun hindi pinapasok sa kwarto at sa ano, di ba? Yun ang na nasa Marikina pa ako, kami talaga doon yung pag yung mga tsinelas namin talaga sa labas lang, yung damit, nilalagay na sa marumi para magbihis na, wag yung suot sa labas, yun yung papasok sa bahay, lalo na, of course, sa kwarto nyo, kung saan kayo natutulog, okay? We may be on our way back to being a mobile and outgoing society, okay? But at least now, we have all seen, di ba, napanood niyo ba yung Contagion, di ba? Naging real life yung Contagion na movie, right? Kasi di ba, praning na sa dust, praning na sa kahit na anong dumi because iniisip natin may dala yung coronavirus. Kaya portable UV wands. Ayan, I had a portable UV wands that I bought for my sister. Pero nasira na siya kaagad Yun nga, after galing ako sa labas, nililinis ko yung wallet ko, yung cellphone ko, yung ano ko, nanggaling sa labas. Pag nang malengke ko dati, ginagawa ko yun. Kasi portable UV wands have been popular among parents and immunocompromised people. with the need to keep germs to a minimum. And now, many people have adopted this technology in their homes to sanitize incoming objects, and we won't be surprised if it extends to a handbag staple, right? So, the games, games pa rin are here to stay actually on the more. So, maraming nag-aaral, nagvi-video games pa rin. Hindi pa yan mamatay-matay ang video games. Ayan talagang forever trending. Many of us turn to gaming to mentally step away from the worldwide disaster. Pero yun na nga, ang nauso anong gaming, yun yung sabong, right? Online sabong became such a popular thing last year. And up to now, online sabong, ano pa bang klaseng gambling? Maybe, online sabong, right? Talagang naging big thing yon, online sabong, alright? So, from many of us turn to gaming nga kasi to be mentally sane or to keep our minds off the problems. From the casual betrayals in Among Us to the countless hours to clock and Hades, there was something for everyone this year. League of Legends, yun pa rin, online sabong. And there will even be more games sa 2021. Yung mga games na Hades, mga ganyan, Among Us, America yan. Di ba talaga, Casey, lumaki yung online sabong? Ang dami-daming na-addict dyan. I know for a fact, I know people who, wala, halos isanla na yung, nila, para mag-online sabong lang. Tsaka nag-opening pa ng mga trabaho yung online sabong na yan, yung mga agent, di ba? Nagkaroon ng mga agent for sabong, ano ba yan? Imbis na call center agent, sabong online agent. So, we can also expect growth in one other form of gaming, online gambling. It will continue this year as there's no guarantee that physical casinos that close down will open up again for business. Tama. Yan ang reason kasi. Kasi ang mga casino closed. So, naghanap ng ibang way magsugal mga tao. At saka yun, napansin ko lang dito sa Pampanga. Dito sa Pampanga, ang dami-daming tumataya sa wedding. Diba? Kasi pag walang online yun, wedding, online sabong. So, those are the things, right? All right? Those are the things that trended this year and are still trending up to now. Okay? And of course, technology ang partner ng mga things na yan. So, benefits of technology, we talked about it already. Okay? So, malapit na tayo pumunta tungkol sa mga trabaho naman na gagawin online, right? But say, okay, for the mommies, all right, for the mommies who are nawala ng trabaho or still working from home, there's 5 ways that technology can make our lives easier. Okay, I'm a mommy, I'm a working mom, I've been a single parent working mom for the most part of my life. Okay, so, diba? I'm known as Techie Mommy because I had a column called Techie Mommy Talks by me, Jaye Bautista, for 9 years in Manila Bulletin. And I'm an international journalist also by profession, and I've traveled so many places because I've attended technology conferences, right? And I wrote about technology. I reviewed gadgets, but the way that I was talking about technology in my column was giving it a lifestyle slant because I've always been talking about technology, how it's useful para sa mga tao, how it's useful for the mom, right? And now, okay, bigla ko tuloy naalala yung aking column. Talaga, na-miss ko naman talaga magsulat sa Jaye. But now, I am given this venue to live stream and broadcast live and talk and share my thoughts and my knowledge with everyone. So, how can a mom make technology work for you? How can it make it easier, right? Everyone complains that technology has made our lives busier, louder, and less engaged. Kasi yung iba nagiging antisocial sa computer. But ang woe is me ng mga magulang is that their kids are addicted to their screens and that our kids have deserted neighborhood yards in favor of video games and texting. Restaurants are filled with couples. Tama, di ba talaga naman yan very sad. Kita mo yung mga restaurants, lalo yung mga even yung mga nagde-date or yung mga mag-asawa, habang nag-aantay ng pagkain, imbis nag-uusap ang ginagawa. pareho nakatingin sa cellphone. Ganun din ang scenario sa mga bahay, di ba? Like, for example, like me, I'm working all day online, right? My family members are home, the students, our children are home. Anong ginagawa nila? Lahat naka-cellphone. Nanonood ng Netflix, nagsasabong. Sana naman yung akin hindi nagsasabong. Or kasi bakasyon, so hindi aral, so it's all gaming, social media, online, andun yung pamilya. Tapos, saan lang kami nagkakausap at nagkikita? Sa dining room. When it's time to eat lunch, breakfast, or dinner, that's the only time we can interact with each other or talk. Kami nga kasi minsan pagtapos na ako mag-work, matutulog na lang. Hindi na kami nakakapag-usap. So, mas kasama pa ng mga tao yung internet kesa, kesa yung mga kasama nila sa buhay at sa bahay, right? Ganun talaga. So, yung mga parents were saying that yung kanila mga anak have deserted even going to buti nga kami dito sa Pampanga kasi we live in a parang compound. Our neighbors, we can interact. Nagkikita-kita kami sa harap ng apartment para doon magkwentuhan, diba? And move away from our internet lives, right? So, yun na nga, yung mga restaurant, they wait for their dinners, wala, lahat nakatutok sa cellphone. But for all of society's complaints about technology and its dangers, I have to be honest, diba? As a mom, technology has made my life so much easier. Yeah, that's the way I lived for the past, as a mom. That's what I wrote about in my column na Techie Mommy Talks. Kung paano ko na-survive na working mama ko, traveling pa, how I was able to raise my son remotely through the use of technology and monitor him kasi may yaya naman kasi lumaki na may anak ko na may yaya tsaka of course with my dad was there. Pero I made sure that I was monitoring my son no matter what country I was at. And thank God for technology, I was able to do that, to raise my son remotely, okay? Pero pag nakauwi naman ako, yun. Minsan at saka ako tsaka anak ko, nakadikit naman yung bituka sa akin, right? Because I don't know how moms in the 70s survived planning a PTA party without email. But as a mom, technology has made my life so much easier, talaga. That's why nga talaga, bagay talaga sa akin itong buhay online. Kasi yung buhay ako, nabuhay online yung anak ko. Yung anak ko talaga, my friends from abroad, they knew my son because he grew up in Facebook or Friendster pa noon. I was blogging already when hindi pa uso yung blog sa Friendster ko noon na account. I would write about my son from 1 year old to up to 10. I was writing about him. But anyway, when I think back in the day of the way my mom had to go through her day, I am really, 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 really surprised and I'm really amazed at how our parents raised us. Diba, nang walang technology ng araw. And raising 6 children, oh my God, nang walang technology. Diba, saludo sa mga nanay ng araw. Ngayon talaga kasi technology makes it convenient and easier for a lot of parents. Pero yun na nga, maaga pa lang kasi now, yung mga mommies, okay, hindi ko masabi mga tamad kayong nanay, para tumahimik yung mga baby nila or yung mga toddlers or whatever, binibigay cellphone, binibigay gadgets. That's ayun ang kakalakihan nila talaga, gadgets, looking at the screen all day. I don't believe it should be that way, right? You should have physical interaction with your children, talk to them, teach them songs, play games with them, na hindi panay gadget, right? I don't think I'd have survived the toddler years, of course, of my son without technology. Okay, that's why nga. If you ask me, in a way, technology can really empower the parents, okay? It can. Pero yeah, you have to know how, okay? Because like I said, technology can either work for you or against you, okay? Anyway, kamustahin ko na muna yung ating mga nanonood. Thank you very much for joining me today. And of course, shout out, of course, sa aking Bautista family. And I hope my sister Jackie Bautista Manikis and family are safe there in Marikina because it's still raining hard. Sana tumigil na tong ulan na to dahil magbabaha na naman doon. Alam niyo kami biktima po ako ng Ondoy. I was living in Provident Village my family, we almost perished in Ondoy. But na-rescue lang kami from the second floor ng bubong ng bahay namin. But I'm an Ondoy and a baha survivor. And that's why when it rains so hard like this, may trauma pa rin ako na naaalala ko sa Marikina kasi nagbabaha pa rin doon taon-taon. Pero of course, nag-dredging na doon, hindi na siguro mangyayari dapat ang Ondoy. Pero hindi, last year, yung Ulysses, almost. The water went as high as 20 meters high. Ondoy up to 20.5. Ondoy was 22. Konti na lang talaga. Trauma yun talaga. So anyway, um, it's a Thursday and the week went by so fast and we are still talking about now not naman digital distance learning anymore, but we're talking about how technology, okay, has affected our lives in different aspects. Natapos na yung sa education, ngayon tinatakal ko naman yung sa lifestyle natin, how it's affecting the moms per se, specifically the mothers, and how we can use technology to help us work effectively from home. And at the same time, ngayon, pinag-uusapan natin yung mga mommies per se. But itutuloy po natin yan bukas kasi marami pa akong sasabihin about that. And kasi pag inumpisahan ko, mabibitin lang. Pero okay, for me, I feel talaga rin, technology can empower the parents because there are ways technology can make life easier for the mommy. Yun na nga, hindi lang sa mommy, yung mga ano natin, di ba? Travel plans natin, pwede natin gawin lahat virtually. Wedding plans, funeral plans, weddings and funerals and travel plans, all can be done online. So, yung para sa isang nanay naman din, yung pagpaplano, kunyari, ngayon wala pang face-to-face learning. Pati yung pagpa-plan ng mga PTAs or PTCs, diba? I experienced that when I joined the parents org sa school ng anak ko. We were planning events online. Lahat ng things, it was very easy. Instead of meeting up, mag-commute ka pa to go there or to even go out of your house. Yun, meetings are planned online. Like classroom party planning, di ba? Ng old school, my mom made 25 phone calls to plan a simple classroom party. Di ba? Yung mga kaibigan niya, just tawag na uso noon, tawagan sa telepono. Di ba? But mayroon ngayon, di na kailangan yun. Di na kailangan. Mag-text na lang, mag-zoom na lang, or para mag-party. Pero nowadays rin, parties are planned virtually. There are virtual parties, right? Uso rin sa mga estudyante yan ng Zoom beer parties or bring your own poison kind of thing na ako rin, yung mga ano ko dyan, high school or college friends, kunyari, we would meet sa Zoom, may hawak kaming kung wine man yan or anything, and then, pati pika-pika, kunyari, kinakain nyo habang nag, nag-video call kayo. So, yan ang bagong ways of planning things, right? We can all do it virtually. But anyway, I'll continue tomorrow about how technology can help the mommies or the working or the moms, how can make it easier for the mommies, tsaka patuloy-tuloy na rin dyan yung pati dun sa mga nagtatrabaho. We will talk about it tomorrow on Friday, okay? Thank you so much for joining me today. Maraming salamat. Thank you, Casey. Thank you, Jake. Thank you, the lockups, for always standing by me and supporting my Buhay online. Tsaka lahat po ng sa mga nagla-like ng posts ko. And of course, if you want to go back and watch past episodes, please go to the YouTube channel of Broad Streamcast Communicators po. And then you can like and share. Please help us talk to more people. All right? Help us share more of our knowledge to people. Diba? So please like and subscribe, Casey, ha? Sa aming YouTube channel. And please, always naman, you're always welcome to join me in my show. Thank you very much. Maraming salamat po. And magkita-kita pa rin po tayo bukas. Monday to Friday po ako dito sa Buhay Online sa Broad Streamcast Communicators. And today we talked about technology has been useful for remote work at para sa mga sa mga mommies. Patutuloy natin yan bukas. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Have a good lunch. And of course, don't forget, always keep the faith alive and the hope in your hearts and love. Faith, hope, and love alive. At hindi tayo po mawawalan ng pag-asa. Okay? Thank you very much. Have a good day. Thank you.
Inyong natunghayan at napakinggan ang mga makabagong pamamaraan sa mundo ng online sa pamamagitan pa rin ng Broad Streamcast Communicators. Hanggang sa muli, maraming salamat po.
Salamat sa mga puso.